spin cycle, the Angel Reese face up. Oh, here we go. Oh, snap. Cook up. Crossover. Crossover right to the rack. And but we got our own rebound. Beautiful. We got our own offensive rebound. Here we go again. A little bit of travel action in there. And we missed another. But don't worry. We grabbed our second rebound. Let me just posture up real quick. Talk my ish. You can't guard me. You can't guard me. Point forward, Angel Reese.
Imagine the roaring buzz before tip-off. Arena lights dim, the Jumbotron flashes dramatic highlights, and a sold-out crowd hums with anticipation. Moments later, a 6'3" forward named Angel Reese grabs an offensive board, powers back up, and clangs 4 straight layups in 12 agonizing seconds. The broadcasters try to keep it professional, but an involuntary chuckle slips through the headset. The clip rockets across social media, and suddenly, a routine WNBA possession morphs into a viral comedy sketch. How did a collegiate champion, poised to anchor Reebok's, it was supposed to be an ordinary regular season tilt against the New York Liberty? Nothing more exotic than conference standings and a chance for Reese to flex her rebounding muscle. Instead, the sequence that followed rewrote her public narrative. Shot 1 kissed the heel, shot 2 ricocheted off the glass. Shot 3 grazed the rim, and shot 4 was smothered by a defender. 12 seconds felt like an hourglass drip in tension. In the booth, a play-by-play voice stammered while the color analyst's muted snicker leaked through national television, instantly clipped by viewers armed with screen.
Like, she is so bad that when Caitlin Clark and her were supposed to face off against each other the other week, the ticket sales went down from $100 to like $5 because Caitlin Clark got injured. She had a quad injury, so she wasn't playing. So guess what? No one wanted to go watch. And if you don't know Caitlin Clark, she's pretty much the GOAT of the WNBA and is the reason why people are watching. No one watches you, Angel Reese. No one watches you. The only thing that I enjoy watching is all the clips on TikTok of you just countlessly just missing every shot that you take.
Record tools. Reddit threads ballooned within minutes. TikTok editors layered circus horns and practiced slow-motion replays that looped endlessly. Even late-night talk shows squeezed in one-liners. What made the moment so jarring was the expectation gap. Reese arrived in Chicago hailed as a blue-chip rebounder with bulldog hustle, the kind of athlete who converts grit into easy twos. Instead, fans witnessed a blooper reel that rewired first impressions. And as the laughter snowballed, a bigger story brewed beneath the surface. Could a single viral clip undercut years of brand building? We weren't just watching a missed layup. We were watching the first domino fall. But numbers would soon paint an even stranger picture. Analytics departments love outliers, but they hate statistical.
The Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show. She put on a flat-out show versus Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Boy, did they ruin Angel Reese's homecoming.
Glitches that defy common sense. By late June, data scientists realized they had both in Angel Reese. She was third in total layup attempts, yet hovered around 31% accuracy, a mark closer to a casual Sunday League forward than a pro earning national endorsement dollars. To illustrate the improbability, one data analyst simulated 10,000 virtual seasons. Fewer than 5 produced a layup percentage that low given her volume. In other words, she wasn't just missing. She was bucking probability like a gambler on the worst hot streak in Vegas. Advanced metrics like effective field goal percentage, EFG%, and points per shot attempt, PPSA, placed her in the bottom decile.
Well, KC, you always do this. You select a couple of bad plays and try to convince us that Angel Reese isn't a superstar. Check out some highlights for yourself.
Of the league, despite her enviable size and athleticism. Opposing defenses even began Reese-sag tactics, crowding other shooters while daring her to finish at the rim. It was basketball's version of playing off a quarterback who can't throw deep. Meanwhile, her raw rebound totals masked the efficiency sink. Second chance points evaporated the moment she tried to convert. On talk radio, callers debated whether nerves, mechanics, or pure chance drove the slump. Yet none of the theories changed the scoreboard. Numbers alone seldom derail a season, but pair them with a franchise trying to find identity and turbulence follows. The Chicago Sky needed a linchpin, a post presence to anchor pick and rolls and ignite transition buckets. On draft night, Reese appeared tailor-made, national title
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
Cardoso with the miss. Angel Reese picks it up. What she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious, guys?
pedigree, outsized social media reach, and fan-friendly swagger. Early promotional campaigns branded her Windy City workhorse, splashing billboards across Michigan Avenue. But the honeymoon ended fast. 8 consecutive losses shredded morale, and a 7-21 record slid them to the conference cellar. Inside locker room whispers leaked to beat writers. The offense felt clogged when Reese settled into the dunker spot. Spacing vanished. Perimeter guards hesitated to drive because defenders could sag off her. Yet when she sat, benched by back spasms, the box score teased improvement in assist-to-turnover ratios and ball movement. Though the teen still dropped games, fans coined the Angel effect, joking that the Sky simultaneously relied on and suffered from her presence. A catch-22 with sneakers. First-year head coach Tyler Marsh spoke in diplomatic sound bites about trust in player development, but his fourth-quarter rotations revealed cold pragmatism. Shorter stints, quicker hooks, desperate lineup juggles. The internal tension might have stayed local, if not for an outside.
Stop it. There's a dude on the internet who cracks me up. On TikTok, he's put together a load of Angel Reese clips, and it'll say Angel Reese part 36, and it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup, she misses, bang! And I mean, dude, it's the funniest. And my whole thing is this, dude. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Who I went to school with. I'm not gonna follow people who are not friends of mine, but acquaintances, right? Again, you don't have to, I'm not gonna do that to you. But again, sometimes I'd be looking at their page and bro, you were fucking lucky. Cause I wanted to unfollow you so fucking bad, but again, I'm not no celeb, so I ain't gonna do it. But I low-key be plotting on niggas to unfollow me, just so I could be like, bitch! I don't even fuck with you like that. For real. And a lot of times I be wanting to unfollow people because a lot of people don't even really post on social media.
Side stakeholder with 9-figure stakes. Few brands know resurrection like Reebok. Once a powerhouse riding, Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson lore. The label spent a decade adrift until Shaq returned as strategic advisor. His playbook sparked buzz by signing a Gen Z lightning rod, Angel Reese. Contracts leaked at an estimated multi-year 8-figure range, plus a signature shoe set for 2026. Press releases framed her as a culture mover, not merely a stat sponge. Behind closed doors, sneaker execs spotted a demographic jackpot. Reese's collegiate national title celebration, her unapologetic social presence, and her willingness to clap back at critics. Early focus groups love the attitude. Sample colorways, electric lilac, gum-bottom teal, sent sneaker blogs into speculation frenzies. But product prototypes still need a performance narrative, and highlight reels of missed layups weren't in the mood board. Insiders described crisis meetings where marketing copy pivoted from dominate the paint to softer lifestyle.
With her dominant performances in June, she earned her All-Star selection. But these aren't just a couple of bad plays. These aren't bloopers. These aren't rare moments. This is the norm. The same thing happened last week when the Chicago Bravado got their ass kicked by the Minnesota Linkers. I don't have to convince you that Angel Reese has no impact on winning. Just look at her record. Look at her resume in the WNBA.
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious real.
Slogans like own your energy. Supply chain managers froze material orders until the messaging stabilized. Meanwhile, competitor brands quietly celebrated, knowing a failed Reebok revival could leave shelf space wide open. Of course, in the digital age, public sentiment swings on the strength of a single swipe. Open TikTok, search Angel Reese miss, and you'll scroll for minutes before hitting the bottom. Creators chop each bungled layup into slapstick gold, adding clown whistles, dramatic zooms, and captions like Episode 42, the saga continues. One montage even superimposed a carnival ring toss over the rim, tallying points each time the ball clanged off iron. On YouTube, sports commentary channels dissect her footwork frame by frame, while Twitter memes replace a basketball with a beach ball for better accuracy. Your virality is a double-edged sword. Her follow accounts spiked past 1.5 million on Instagram, dwarfing many WNBA peers. Brands crave eyeballs, and she delivers them, just not always in a flattering light. Reebok's dilemma sharpened.
We go through All-Star break, we come back, 9 turnovers. We sit out with a back injury, we come back, can't make a fundamentally sound layup. Maybe they rushed you back from injury. Tyler Marsh, did you rush her back from injury? Tyler Marsh, I'm looking at you.
She had a good game, 22 points, 13 rebounds, but she shot terribly. She got bailed out so many times, throwing up brick layups, getting phantom foul calls from the refs. She did make 10 of 11 free throws, so that is good. 6 of 16 from the floor is not good at all. 0 of 1 from 3. She was a minus 11. Listen, man, Kiki Area Fan got the better of her today.
Attention metrics soared, but sentiment analysis skewed negative. Marketing gurus debated whether any press is good press when you're selling performance footwear. One junior brand strategist reportedly quipped, "We wanted Thunder Dunks, not Thunder Dunk fails." The discourse might have spun further out of control if fate hadn't intervened with an unexpected pause. Late July, team doctors announced Reese would sit multiple games with a lumbar strain, a common overuse injury for rebounding specialists. Publicly, Chicago's staff emphasized caution. Privately, some admitted the hiatus offered breathing room. Without nightly lowlights, the algorithmic feeding frenzy cooled. Talk shows shifted topics. Reebok's creative division seized the moment, hiring a biomechanics coach to film training montage visuals hinting at a comeback story.
I'm no expert in math, but it looks like Angel Reese wins 1 out of every 3 games. If I remember correctly, Angel Reese has beaten a team with a winning record once this season. So you tell me how Angel Reese impacts winnings. The Chicago Bravado once again got their ass kicked. Angel Reese was so bad last night, the announcers calling the game, they were laughing at her performance.
Reese herself, rehab became a reset button. Strength coaches modified core stability routines. Shooting coaches revisited layup mechanics. Upper arm extension, softer release, higher backboard target. Teammates noticed the quieter determination replacing earlier bravado. Yet, tension lingered. The Sky's offensive rating inched upward despite continued losses, fueling whispers that the system simply worked better without her. Every update from the training table stoked speculation. Would she return improved, or would rust magnify flaws? Rehab, however, couldn't stall the calendar forever, and corporate timelines loomed larger than ever. 2026 might sound distant, but sneaker lead times run 18 months or more. Design, wear testing, factory tooling, marketing rollouts. Reebok sits at a fork. Option A, forge ahead. Bet on a heroic turnaround, film a documentary-style campaign. Lean into redemption, and hope performance finally matches persona. Victory scenario, she elevates her layup game.
Great ideas. Wants to bring in talent to grow Reebok and like have people wear it again because no one does. So one of his genius decisions was this. Fucking signing her, Angel Reese. If you don't know who she is, she's the queen of like fish out of water going after a rebound that she shot herself and can get in the net ever. She reminds me of a 3-year-old shooting on those little kids' nets and throwing the ball and just completely missing the mark.
Sky claw back toward playoff contention, and teen hoopers equate her shoes with resilience. Failure scenario, more bricks, more means, dead stock at outlet malls. Option B, Pivot to lifestyle. Strip performance promises. Market the shoe as an off-court fashion piece. Nike did it with the Air Force One. Reebok could attempt the same. Downsides, purist scoff, and the original back-to-basketball route strategy evaporates. Option C, quiet retreat. Pay out the remainder of the contract, shelve prototypes, and minimize fallout. Shareholders avoid bigger loss.
Tyler Marsh has this point forward thing on lock. Tyler Marsh has this Angel Reese point forward thing on lock. There we go, pushing the pace. Oh, yeah, Angel. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. All right, here we go. We got an entry pass. It looks like it's going to be to Elizabeth Williams, and oh, goodness.
But the brand concedes defeat, a PR bruise that could linger for years. Leaked slides from a recent board meeting reportedly featured heat maps showing teenage sneakerheads ranking Reese's name recognition high, but credibility for on-court performance low. One burning question hovered over the PowerPoint. Can we sell inspiration without evidence of execution? While executives argued strategy, a wider business lesson crystallized. The Reese saga illustrates a modern paradox. Infinite content channels magnify both greatness and gaffes. But only one drives sustainable brand equity. Basketball lore reveres Michael Jordan's last-second daggers, not his early career turnovers. Viral fame tied to failure can explode engagement dashboards, yet it rarely converts to aspiration. For franchises, relying on social reach over skill development breeds box office buzz at the expense of standings. For sponsors basing multi-million-dollar bets purely on follow accounts blinds them to trajectories that on-court tape readily reveals. And for athletes, charisma amplifies skill but cannot substitute for it. Marketing textbooks might one day chart this as the Angel Reese effect, a case where the velocity of online attention outpaced the athlete's growth curve, trapping both player and brand in a feedback loop of scrutiny. The antidote? Simple in theory, brutal in practice. Get better and do it fast. Viral comedy evaporates the moment successes overshadow stumbles. Until then, every new game becomes a referendum on whether hard work can outshine hashtags. So here we stand, arena lights ready to illuminate another chapter. Network cameras preloaded with split-screen memes and a sneaker giant balancing on the edge of either redemption lore or marketing debacle. If Angel Reese refines her finishing, silences the snickers, and flips those circus clips into highlight montages, Reebok's gamble could morph into a triumph that marketing gurus cite for decades. But if the bricks keep coming and the sky keeps sinking, the signature shoe may launch as the most awkward product in hardwood history. Proof that attention without achievement is just noise bouncing off iron. The ball will rise again soon, and eyes will follow every layup with bated breath. Will the next drive spark a roaring cheer or another viral groan? One thing's certain, whatever happens, it'll be impossible to ignore. And in the fiery crucible of modern sports, that single moment, one layup, one bounce, one result, could decide whether this saga ends as a roaring comeback or a cautionary punchline echoing through sneaker culture for years to come.